Shares of Norfolk Southern taking a hit in the month after a train operated by the company derailed in East Palestine, Ohio. That large chemical spill and fires drawing responses from government agencies, including the Secretary of Transportation, Pete Buttigieg.
Well, EPA has already sent a letter notifying, in a formal way, notifying Norfolk Southern of its responsibilities. Obviously, I can't get ahead of an investigation that is active and ongoing, but Norfolk Southern will have to answer to EPA for the environmental side and to our department if there were any violations of rules that were found that emerged in the NTSB process.
Of course, that was from our conversation with Buttigieg earlier in the week, and he's one of many politicians and regulators examining the company right now. You guys, the shares down about 8%, almost 9%, I believe, since this derailment first happened on February 3rd, and there doesn't seem a resolution. I've seen a lot of different estimates as to how much this could ultimately cost the company. We're talking tens of millions easily.
Yeah, and for what goes on from here, from the investigation, I think there are so many locals that are really just looking for answers, and it raises a larger question of what type of change will be sparked or prompted after this, knowing that there have been calls for better air quality coming through communities, better ability to have, even for some of the kind of highways, the different train routes that go through certain parts of cities, what exactly is traveling on those train routes as well? And that was something that he acknowledged in our interview too.
Yeah, this has all the makings really of something that lives on in Norfolk Southern's annual report, or 10K, for the next 10 years. Not unlike something we saw from Monsanto a couple of years ago, and still in their annual reports, about lawsuits because of various chemicals they put out. But of course, this is a longer term issue, could be financial penalties. Does it mean broader things to the railroad industry? You could even go so far as to say, is Warren Buffett's Burlington Northern Railroad impacted in some way? Do they have to reinvent their tracks? It's wildly unclear, but that's how investors in this space should be thinking.
Yeah, and obviously people in that town also, in a more immediate fashion, want to know exactly what's safe and what's not.